Hey guys, so today's video is going to be my take on the Covergirl Tru Blend Liquid Makeup. A lot of you guys were curious about this foundation, as was I, so I picked it up when it came into my local Target. I bought this for $7.99, I believe. It was somewhere around that price. It was definitely under $10, so it's very inexpensive. And this is actually a reformulated foundation. Covergirl had a Tru Blend foundation out, I guess, for years, and I guess this is it reformulated and repackaged. I am in the shade M5 and I am wearing the foundation today. So this shade is perfect for me when I've self-tanned or, you know, when I have some sort of tan. Other than that, I would probably have to purchase a lighter one, but I have been self-tanning lately, so this matches me great. I absolutely love the packaging on this because I love that it has a pump. Just like the other Covergirl 3-in-1 foundation, that one has a pump as well. So good job, Covergirl, with putting pumps on all of your foundations. I think it's so important. It makes the application so much easier and so much less messy. So that is a big thumbs up there. Another thing that's great about this foundation is the shade range. I find it really comparable to the L'Oreal True Match line. It's not separated by warm, neutral, and cool, but it is separated by light, medium, and dark, and there are a fair amount of shades within the light, medium, and dark spectrum. So if you usually have trouble finding your shade in a drugstore foundation, you may luck out within this line because there are a lot to choose from. And moving on to the actual foundation itself, I'm just going to start off by saying that this is probably my new favorite foundation at the moment right now. I love this stuff. I've been wearing it every single day since I've been testing it out, since I bought it. It's so good. Yes, I still love the L'Oreal True Match, but this is a little bit different. I much prefer the Covergirl Tru Blend over the 3-in-1. I find the 3-in-1 is fantastic for long wearing. If you need your makeup to stay on all day, it's great. It's very drying on my skin, so I usually have to mix it with another foundation, and I have to be really careful when applying it because I do have combination skin, but I do get dry patches, especially during the winter time. So when that happens, I feel like the 3-in-1 really tends to make those patches and not as moisturized areas of my face really just stand out, and it is very heavy feeling. Now this is definitely not as long wearing as the 3-in-1, so that could be a downside for a lot of you. For me, I prefer a nice texture and a nice finish over the longevity of the wear because I can always touch up with powder, I can use blotting sheets, whatever I may need to get through the day. But if something doesn't go on right and if something isn't sitting on my skin and I'm not 100% happy with how that feels, I just feel like my face looks caked and it's just not the best that it could look. This foundation is incredibly creamy. It is very, very lightweight. You really don't even feel it on your skin. It is medium coverage, but it is buildable. My favorite way to apply it is using my Real Techniques sponge. I just bought this the other day, and this thing is like magical. I love it more than the Beauty Blender. Yeah, that's a totally different topic, but I do love using the sponge to apply it. I really also like using a flat top brush to apply it as well. With a lot of foundations, I find that when I use a brush, sometimes it doesn't blend into my skin as nicely as when I use a sponge. I don't know if some of you guys have that problem. I know everybody loves to use the F80 to apply foundation, but sometimes I feel like right in here where I'm very dry, the foundation just doesn't sit nicely there. With this foundation, I can use brush or I can use a sponge and it sits perfectly everywhere. It's just a really creamy, really blendable formula. It doesn't emphasize my dry patches, yet it works well on my oily combination skin, so it really does do everything for me. On Sunday, I was out all day and I was wearing this foundation. I used a primer, I set it with the powder, I had it on for about 8 hours and it still looked great. Now, I wasn't really doing much running around or like physical activity. I mean, not that I would wear makeup when doing physical activity, but you know, we were hanging out with family, things like that. So we were kind of just, you know, relaxing in a sense and not really doing much. So the foundation wore great. Now, yesterday I wore it to work and I was running around and I was sweating. I have to say that it doesn't really prevent the oiliness from breaking through. So you definitely need to have some sort of blotting tissue or powder or something on hand for those times. It's not as durable, I guess, as the other CoverGirl foundation or other foundations that I have tried from the drugstore, such as my True Match. But I love the way this makes my skin look, and I love the finish of this so much that I'm willing to sacrifice that. And it doesn't say that it's supposed to be a long-wearing foundation. It doesn't say anything about the maximum, like, hours of coverage, like 24-hour wear. It doesn't have any crazy claims like that. So I can't really be mad at it for that because it's not saying that it's going to do it. So yeah, I really love the finish of this. It blends in so seamlessly, feels so lightweight, it's so creamy. And I just love the fact that it works on all the different areas of my face where I have dry patches, oiliness, normal skin. It works on it all. If you guys have dry skin or normal skin, you will most likely really love this. Oily skin, it may be more of a hassle for you because you do have to touch up. I just love the way it looks so much that I don't mind doing it. This kind of reminds me of the True Match Lumi finish. Just a very natural, no matte, no shimmer, just a natural dewy finish. That's what I would say this is most comparable to. The wear as well. It kind of has the same wear time and longevity as that foundation does. So if you guys have normal skin, like I said, you probably will love this foundation. Oily, I don't know, save your receipt if you are going to try it. And dry skin, I think you'd like it as well because it is very hydrating and it does work wonders on my dry patches. So if you guys have any other questions, please leave them down below. I hope you found this review helpful, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!